Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Carol Himelhoch from Himelhoch's department store at himelhoch.com, and this is Mandisa Smith from Detroit Fiberworks. We are really honored and pleased to be with our fashion partner Mandisa today, and what we thought we would do is just have a talk so you can share your story of how you got involved in your work, and also to just kind of tour around your shop so that we can see all that you have to offer.
Okay, well, I'm really excited and happy that you're here today. And I can tell you a little bit about Detroit Fiberworks and how we ended up here on the Avenue of Fashion.
I would love to hear that.
So, back in 2013, the Detroit Economic Growth Corporation sponsored this contest asking for ideas for new businesses on Livernois. And I, along with my partner, Najma Ma'at Wilson, we wanted to open a fiber arts cooperative. So we're both fiber artists, and we wanted to have a co-op where we had lots of fiber artists all doing work and running the business and paying the bills together. And it didn't quite work out quite that way. So we over time we've evolved. So when we first opened, we were more of a gallery space. So we featured new artists the first year every month, which was really crazy.
Yeah, I bet.
And then we got a little smarter and we started featuring a new artist or a new group of artists every 2 months. So there was art on all the walls. We had openings, we had artist talks, and it was great, except that we didn't sell a whole lot of art.
Mm-hmm.
So
have to pay the bills.
you have to pay the bills. So
Yeah.
a couple of months, actually not even quite 2 months ago, we decided to focus more on makers. So we have several makers here, most of them are clothing designers, and they have their own little space and sell their own work. And they usually come in on Saturdays, and we do hope to start having maker talks with them so that people can learn about who they are and what their stories are and how they do, what their processes are and all of that. So that's something that's coming.
And we hope to also be sharing the makers who are here with you online through Himelhoch's department store. So tell me though, I want to know your story because Mandisa is a University of Michigan educated MBA. And so I'd like to know the path of how you,
I've always been an artist like all my life. My father was probably the most creative person I've ever met in my life. So he did everything. He was a tailor, and he painted, and he built furniture. He had a dark room in the basement. He wrote poems. He just did everything. In fact, I still remember the first poem he taught me. But it just was in me to be creative, But growing up in the '60s, it just never occurred to me. And a child of middle class parents. I mean, I knew that I would go to college. But it never occurred to me that I could go to art school. I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so after I had my first child, I decided to go to grad school. And actually, I thought about going to law school. And I said, no, I don't want to do that because I have to take the bar exam.
Well, so, you did have to take the GMAT.
I know. So I took the GMAT, I got into Michigan, and completed my MBA and ended up working in automotive for like 16 years, and I hated every single moment of it. It was just the worst place for me to be.
Not a good fit for
not at all
an artist, right?
Yeah.
But you still need that business background to be successful marketing the arts, right?
That's true. That's true. So
everything comes together somehow.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason.
I agree.
So when I left the automobile industry, I kind of didn't know what I wanted to do. I told you earlier I was a jewelry designer.
Yes.
So I was making jewelry,
which I want to get some of her beautiful jewelry designs. up
And then I learned, when I was taking a metalsmithing class at the Birmingham Bloomfield Arts Center, and I flipped through the catalog and I saw felting. I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. What's that? What's that all about? And I do have I feel like I feel a connection to fiber because my grandmother was a quilter, my great aunts were quilters, and as I said, my father was a tailor. So I felt like I should be doing something fiber related. And I learned how to felt, and I didn't do anything with it right away. I tried to make a hat. It came out really bad. And I kind of put the stuff away and forgot about it. And then, I don't know, maybe it's probably been 15 years or longer. I had an event to go to, and I had this gorgeous dress that I had just bought, and I wanted a wrap to go with it because the back was out, and I didn't want my back to show. So I went around looking for a wrap, and I couldn't find anything that was just right. And then something said, well, you could make it. You could felt it. And I felted it, and everybody loved it. I loved it. Yeah. And so I just started doing more felting. So it's just kind of.
Oh my gosh! And your felting is stunning. We'll show you don't have that much here of your felting, but we have a little bit we can share.
We have a little bit.
Yeah. I love that story. It is. It's interesting how there's just this deep. Essence that comes from growing up with that in your family.
Yeah,
I do, and I bet my mom, who is no longer alive, she would have loved you and meeting your family and all, because she did, a lot of needlepoint and embroidery and knitting and crocheting and all that kind of stuff. So.
And my father was quite the dresser. Himelhoch, I'm sure, was one of his haunts.
Oh yeah,
he loved to shop like nobody. I mean, he would go in a store and he would examine everything.
As a tailor, he would really know quality.
Yeah.
Well, and he taught you quality. I can tell that. Well, let's take a tour around.
Okay.
Should we start with what we have right here?
Maybe we can. So these are fingerless gloves. That I made, and they're merino wool. And whenever I make anything that's wearable, I try to use a soft wool, so there's no itchiness.
No, it's not itchy at all. It is very soft, and it's also warm. It's lovely, and it's stylish.
And they can be cuffed too. I think you can fold them down if they're too long.
Oh, for somebody who's short like I am, vertically challenged, and when it folds down, look at how
it's got a
beautiful
different
that
design
looks.
on the inside, and then I put there's some ribbon in there that I incorporated in with the wool just to give it some texture, make it look a little, and some variegated yarn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Thank you.
You have actually several of these.
Yeah, I've made some short ones. So this is
look at that.
So just
and that's a beautiful color. The colors are like a Kelly green, but that pink is so rich. Really lovely.
These are my favorite here.
Oh, I bet. Oh, look at that. I hope the camera can show how beautiful that orange and pink color combination is.
Actually, I think I did the opposite on the other side.
Oh,
so
wonderful.
It's the orange stripe with the pink background.
Wow. Oh,
and
reversible.
Yeah, they're reversible.
That's fantastic. Oh my gosh.
So I guess I should give you some idea about how this comes together.
Yes.
You hold on one second.
No, we can walk over.
So I start with roving. So this is wool.
Oh, it's lovely.
And basically, to felt, it's a process of just pulling the fibers off in little wisp like that, and laying it down in layers, and then wetting it and rubbing it and rolling it until it all joins together.
Wow!
So it's a pretty.
That must take a long time.
It's pretty labor intensive.
A lot of patience, and to have the vision of how to make it come out that way is really amazing.
Well, felting is an ancient technique, I think from the Middle East. And you can make you could make a house with wool. I mean, wool is it's fiber, it's water resistant, and it's also fire resistant. So if you make it thick enough, then I mean, people make boots out of wool that they can wear in the snow because the water doesn't easily get through.
And I've always loved clothes that are made with pure wool simply because they breathe. Mm-hmm. They keep you warm, but they don't get you overheated.
Right.
And they almost, because they breathe, it can be cooling when you need it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty magical.
Wow.
So I do some, these are bowls. I call them wish bowls. They're just little bowls. You could put, well, I call them wish bowls. You could put your wishes in them and wait for them to come true. Or you could put jewelry or, whatever little things.
They could even hold office supplies.
Yeah, they could. Little paper clips. Oh, and I love these too. These are little baby booties that I made.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. They would be so comfortable on
the
baby. Too. Oh, look at that. Isn't that sweet?
So you could felt anything, hats, gloves, mittens, little pouches. This is a little pouch.
That's lovely.
Put a strap on it, but
yes.
And this one is eco dyed or eco printed.
Yeah, so, like some of your scarves.
Yeah, so this one's done with eucalyptus leaves. I don't know if you can really see a leaf.
You should explain what that process is.
So with eco printing, you take plant material. So it could be leaves or it could be onion skins. Everything doesn't die necessarily, but it's all kind of an experiment. But eucalyptus leaves are pretty reliable, and so are red onion skins. Those are also really reliable. But there's other things you can use too, like rose leaves, tea leaves.
Sure. And then what do you do with them?
So you lay them down on the fabric and you roll it up really tight.
Yeah.
And either steam it for a couple of hours or immerse it in a bath of water with other plant material and let it, steep.
We have some over here. Don't you have some scarves that have been?
Yeah, these are all eco-printed.
Some of them are already on our website.
Yeah, I think this one is.
Yes,
in fact, I'm pretty sure this one is.
So lovely.
So this one is. This looks like it's mostly red onion skins.
Wow.
I can see a couple of leaf prints there. And I do the eco printing primarily on silk. So these are all.
Yeah. So how would you put this around your neck? May as well.
So you could just wear it like that, or you could,
Scarves
It's kind of hard to tell without a mirror, but
yeah.
Or
that's lovely. It has such a nice drape to it too. Yeah.
Yeah, chiffon is really nice and light and easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's stunning on you.
Yeah, I have some other ones over here that are probably. Well, I also started doing some raw silk. I think this one is. I love this one because it's so dramatic. I actually think
that would go in there.
I'm pretty sure Najma did this one.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's but you can look at the leaf. I think that looks like an oak leaf.
Or oak or maple.
Or maple.
Yeah, maple, I think.
Yeah, maybe it's maple.
Wow, it's stunning. Are you able to catch this on video? Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh, it does match your dress.
It does.
That's lovely. That is lovely.
It's beautiful.
Oh, and I'll do some wearables too. So this is a blouse.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
That is
A
stunning.
shirt that I did.
Oh, it's so soft. That's 100% silk, isn't it?
Yeah. Silk. Is this charmeuse or I'm not sure. It's a heavy silk.
Oh, it is. It's very substantial.
Yeah. This one's all red onion skins.
Oh, it's so soft.
I love silk.
Oh. Oh my gosh, it's stunning. And I love the styling on it too.
Yeah, so I basically find vintage, vintage things and
It's so creative.
repurpose them by eco-printing.
This is beautiful.
Oh yeah, that's raw silk. Did you feel it?
Oh wow. Oh, that's something. I've never felt raw silk before. No.
Yeah, and I love the pattern.
Oh,
That's the pattern from so when you roll it up on a pole or a wooden pole and you tie it. And so this is the pattern that comes.
Oh, is
from
that
the string when you
stunning?
tie it.
Isn't that something? So clever. And it starts with fine materials and also for coloring, then what do you use for your dyes?
So just the plant material.
Just the plant material, isn't that
There's nothing
remarkable?
else. Now, Najwa does, she does some indigo dyeing. I'd like to show you that piece. Can you go back over there?
Absolutely, we can go anywhere we want.
All right. So,
I love this.
Yeah, this is Najwa's work. And it's, this process this is also a silk piece.
It's like a kimono, right?
It's like a little short kimono, and I think it's on the wrong side.
It is, it's inside out.
It's inside out. But not that it matters. The
Right.
dye is the same. But, so this process is called arashi shibori. So shibori is a dyeing process where you manipulate the fabric before you dye it to create patterns.
Oh, interesting.
And the way that this is done is she wraps the item around a pole and she scrunches it up. She ties it. She ties cord around it at intervals, and then she scrunches it up and puts it in the dye bath.
Wow.
So where it's scrunched and where the cord is, you don't get the color.
Right.
And she talked about this process at the artist talk.
This doesn't
on
match,
Saturday.
but it's so stunning.
Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, she
So
talked
stunning.
about it,
These sleeves.
and she said, she's very intuitive in her process. She doesn't really try to create any particular kind of pattern,
Hi.
but what comes out is just gorgeous.
Oh, this is just, and it's so soft too. I can put that back. Oh, let's walk. How about some of your like the fiber?
The dress?
Yeah, the velvet dress.
So this dress,
I love that dress.
so as I mentioned before, or maybe I didn't, I'm not sure, but when I felt I'm making the fabric and the thing all at the same time.
Yeah.
So there's no sewing involved. It's made all in one piece. There's no sewing, there's no seams.
Can we turn this around
sure.
to show the all angles? This is just such a beautiful dress.
And so this dress is merino wool and silk. You can see the silk
Yes.
here. And if you look underneath, you can see where the silk ends. It comes down to,
Whoops.
where is it? Like right here. You can see this is the end.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
so
the
it
end
goes
of the
quite
silk.
far down. So it's almost like a silk lining.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's so soft anyway. Oh. It's stunning. I love this dress. And the styling is just remarkable. The neckline, the sleeves, the shape, and then the flare.
Yeah, so actually I made this dress in a workshop that was taught by a woman. Her name is Charity Vandermeer, and I'm bringing her to Detroit later this month. She'll be here, and she's going to be teaching the workshop again.
Oh, wonderful.
And this is her first time coming to Detroit, so I'm really excited.
Oh,
yeah.
I bet that's going to generate a lot of interest.
I hope so.
Well,
She's a great teacher, and she's developed this this technique for achieving these this, I don't know what you call it. She calls them godets. So achieving this volume at the bottom.
Yes, at the bottom is
Yeah.
so stunning.
Yeah.
I mean, the silhouette is very flattering too.
Yeah, it is flattering.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is just wonderful. Here, I'll put this back. We're just having so much fun touring
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
and have some jewelry here.
Yes, this is
This
a
isn't
local
yours.
designer.
This is, yeah.
No, this is a local designer. He's a friend of ours. His name is Sadiq, and he's been away for many years. He was living in Berlin, but and he's like, you know, like most of the artists I know, he does a lot of things. So he's a jewelry designer. He's a musician. He's a writer.
Wow.
And he decided to get back into jewelry making. So
Just beautiful work.
yeah, he does great work.
And I love these bow ties.
Yes, this is a young lady. Her name is Shimona.
These are like leather.
They're all handmade. They're all, you know, using really great fabrics. Yeah, this one is like it's a faux leather, but it's really cool.
It's so soft.
Mhm.
You would think it was real leather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we
Oh,
carry
yeah.
her.
Marie. Yeah.
This is another artist whose work I really love. This is Zawadi Mandisa, and she does a lot of repurposing.
Oh yeah.
So she
Look at
found this box, and she made it beautiful.
She sure did.
Isn't it great?
That's great.
And then the chairs are by another friend of ours. Her name is Zanzi. And so she takes old furniture and she, you know, she decorates it in a way that is just incredible. I mean, there's so much attention to detail. If you look at, you know,
Yes.
every one of those little dots.
And the
And
shells.
cowrie shells.
Yeah. Wow.
And then I told you we were focusing on makers. So
Yes,
we've got a few people who have their own little space.
Yes, let's check out. Oh, I have to, that fabric over there, we just have to look at this.
So this is Lena Harbali, and Lena's an up-and-coming designer, and these are some fabrics that
These are
she
gorgeous
uses
fabrics.
to make really fancy dresses.
Oh, yes.
And she does some pretty unique styles as well. This is a pair of pants that I really like.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Is that ever clever?
And then you zipper, see the zipper?
Oh, the zip. Yes, the zip
Yeah.
right there. Oh. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I'm excited by being able to share all of this with Himelhoch's customers
Yes,
too.
yes. And then this is Modestia. She is a woman of Muslim descent, and she wears a hijab, I think. If not, I know she wraps her head. I don't know if it's the same thing. I need to get more educated. But she imports these scarves. They're all beautiful, and they're very, very reasonably priced.
And you told me earlier that she makes sure that where she imports them from, they're ethically she's treating employees.
She knows people
Yes.
in China. She has them go to
Yeah.
the factories and make sure that, you know, people are not, you know, working for slave wages.
Yes.
And that they're
Yeah.
being treated fairly. So I admire that about her.
Very beautiful, beautiful work.
And then we have Loud Brand.
Love this.
And what she does, something that I have never seen anybody do before. So she takes t-shirts and she adds crochet. She calls them t-shays. And then
Touche
some of them-
to touche.
Right. And then some of them have really nice little sayings on them. Love unifies everybody.
I love that.
Yeah. So she's got shirts, she's got little dresses.
Oh, this is cute too. Just this isn't with a crochet, but it's a beautiful lace. Oh, look at these.
I haven't seen these. She must have brought these in over the weekend. Oh, that's cute.
It is very cute. A little crochet ruffle.
Mhm.
Around
And then there was the dress. which has the crocheted sleeves and the crocheted hood on the back.
Yes. Oh, and yeah, the hood and then the nice, it's very nice from the front. That's really stunning. Lovely.
And then next we have,
These are wonderful.
the brand is called Himelhoch. Eccentric Merchandise, Liberating Enlightenment. And Emery Jones is the designer. And his work is just phenomenal.
Look at that.
So he deconstructs clothing and then reconstructs it. So he takes things apart.
Some of this is painted.
Yeah,
right?
he paints his own. He paints on fabric. He does a process called discharge, which I think this might be discharge. So discharge is when you take color out of a fabric.
Wow.
So this was probably a blue shirt, and he took some of the blue out.
Oh, that's stunning.
To create this.
And then he's got the little embroidered piece of looks like denim shorts, and then it creates pocket for the shirt.
Right, yeah. And he likes little characters.
Yeah.
So, and then he's also starting to do some artwork that you put on the wall. So
That's really
he's
wonderful.
really stretching out.
Speaking of artwork on the wall, you haven't
yeah,
shown your
that-
piece over
Yeah.
here.
So most of my work is in a show downtown right now. At a gallery called Collective Detroit, but I do have this one piece here.
And I did see your work that's at the show right now, and that's amazing. I wish people could see it.
Oh,
yeah,
hopefully the show it comes down on April 19th. So
Yeah.
hopefully people will go down and take a look.
Yeah, it really is
Yeah.
a wonderful show. Steve and I have been there, and we loved it.
Yeah. The gallery
yeah.
is Collected Detroit, and it's on 4th Street. I don't know the address by heart, but I'm sure they're online.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
hopefully
yeah.
people will go and check it out.
It was fun. It was a really cool place.
Wasn't that a great
yeah,
opening?
Yeah, it was. We loved the opening.
I was grinning so much my face was hurting. It's just ecstatic.
And you have so many beautiful pieces there too. So I hope every one of them sells. But anything that doesn't, we will have available to you as
It will
well.
be on the Himelhoch website.
Yeah.
That'll be exciting.
We're so excited to partner with you, and you're just this enormous talent.
Well,
And I love everything you're doing, and I'm pleased to be able to help to share your work with other people and get it out there.
Thank
So.
you. We really appreciate that, and we can't wait to see what happens next.
Me too. Well, in that event, I guess we will come to a close for today. So thank you, Mandisa Smith.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.